Okay, in most cases you already have assignments created for you, but I'll go through some of the aspects of doing online or using online assignments. Now, just because an assignment is set up online doesn't mean that the student has to necessarily submit online. You can use this same method with print work that they hand to you physically and just use the online part of it as a way of communicating and recording what you're doing. Okay, in order to do that, we have to set up an assignment, and I've got two set up here, but I'll set up a third one. Under Activity, there are a number of assignments. The one that you're most likely going to be using, and probably the best default one, is Advanced Uploading of Files, because it includes Turnitin, and it also allows more than one file to be uploaded. Okay, so you click on Advanced Uploading of Files, and it gives you a few things to fill in, like the assignment name. So in this case, it's my assessment 3. The description, in this case, you've got to fill this in, and normally I say something like C assignment brief. Okay, now this message will appear to the student as they're uploading their assignment, so if you want to put special messages to the student at that point, you can do that, and you enter it here. Keep the grading out of 100%. The way I've got it all set up here is that you will enter a grade out of 100, but the student will only see pass, fail, high distinction, or whatever. The engine underneath will fix all that for you. You have the ability to have available from and to dates, so you may not want them to have access to it before a date, then you can use that, or you can have a due date, and you can set the date and even the time that the assignment is due. If those things are not important to you, you can disable them. Usually available from's not so important, but let's say in this particular case I'll make my assignment due on the 25th of February 2013 at, let's say, 5:30 in the evening. Okay, prevent late submissions. Well, that will allow students to upload, but it'll be noted that it's late, or you can say yes and they simply can't upload after the due date. Now, given that some students have valid excuses, it's usually better to put that on no. Maximum file size, you can have up to 20 megabytes. So that's got to be limited because we've got limited space on our server. Allow deleting, always have that yes, because when we use Turnitin, that allows them, before they send it for marking, they can delete their work. Maximum number of files, usually use that at 3. Allow notes is something that allows them to leave you a message when they upload their file. I like to have it on yes, but you may not want that. High description, I never want to hide descriptions there. You can get email alerts when the student submits, but turning that on can get very annoying, so only use that if you really need it. Keep enable send for marking, usually always on, because it gives the student a chance to change their mind after they've uploaded the material and make changes, particularly where Turnitin is concerned. Use Turnitin, yes. Only use that if you're really going to use Turnitin, because if you select yes here, all the assignments go to Turnitin and they get counted as students, which is a cost to us. Okay, show Turnitin scores to a student. I always like them to see that. Show Turnitin report to the students. I always like them to see that. And when should the file be submitted to Turnitin? Always leave this on submit file to Turnitin when it's first uploaded. That gives them a chance to get their Turnitin score before they actually submit. Okay, so we've set this assignment up, and let's go save and return to course. And we can see our brand new assignment. Assignment 3 is here, and let's just click into that. Now if you click into it, this is what you'll see, and this is very similar to what the students will see. Here is the text that I put into the assignment description, so if I wanted more messages there, I would have added to that. There's a generic message that all students get telling them about the way that Turnitin works, and at the moment we've got no attempts being made on this assignment, and there'll be no students there. But what we can do is we can have a look at the way this works for the students. So if you choose a file, you can actually submit something yourself. I'll just take one of these documents here, click open, upload this file. This is just as if I'm a student, and when it's uploaded here, you know it's uploaded because it's written as being uploaded. It still hasn't been sent for marking, so I can delete that, and as far as the system goes, it's never been uploaded. Now when that comes back from Turnitin, it'll have a similarity score next to it, and in a separate video I'll explain Turnitin and how to use that. Okay, but what you're interested here is this link up here that says no attempts have been made on this assignment. Obviously that'll change. Now we only have one student in this class, but normally all your students would be listed down the page. If I click on this grade here, you'll get this box up. Now normally if that student has uploaded a file, you'll be able to read it there. You can click on it, download it and mark it. You can grade it by selecting a grade. Let's say that got a distinction, and you can put your various comments into the student. Okay, and now I can actually save these changes. Now here you have a choice of sending notification emails. I generally turn that off to start with. Save changes. So what happens is that that's now saved, the mark is saved, I can see a little bit of the comment there, and I can go and mark other works. That's not been sent off to the student yet. By the way, when you mark, you can also upload what's called a response file. Okay, same thing. You choose the file and upload it. Why would you want to upload a file to a student's assignment? Well, I found it quite useful if they have submitted on Word, for example, to download the paper and to read it in Word, and then use Word's note-taking ability to add comments directly on the paper, and you'll find that PDF can do exactly the same. So you know, you can highlight things and put messages and notes and just all the same sort of things you do with paper. You can do electronically, and then it's just a matter of uploading that, and you know that that student is going to get all this, all your detailed comments. Okay, I'll just close that. Basically, when all of them are entered and you're happy with the marks. By the way, one little trick I used very hard with one student, but you can click on the link above grades and it will sort all your students in terms of highest to the lowest or lowest to the highest, which is a very quick way to make sure that you've got your marking appropriate. If you now clicked send notifications emails, have that clicked and save all my feedback, that means that then all those students are going to get that email, and they're going to have their results.